What's up, guys? FSC Speed Shop. We're tired of not being able to see at night, and it's a little concerning as a father of a 16-year-old son out there driving at night from God knows where, doing what with who knows who, and coming home at night if you can't see. Well, that makes it even worse. Stick around. Now, many new viewers have showed up due to the Peterbilt truck, and I certainly appreciate the views. But while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel because we do a little bit more with the channel than just the trucks. In fact, we've never done trucking content until COVID. Now, with COVID, we started doing the Peterbilt a little bit, and that's starting to catch on, so we're bringing in the subscribers from that. But again, this being a custom car shop, this is the kind of stuff we do beyond the trucking. So appreciate you guys sticking around. Hit that subscribe button and go ahead and stick around. You'll like this stuff. If you haven't found this truck in previous videos, this truck is a 1998 Dodge Ram. It's a two-wheel drive, meaning rear-wheel drive. It's a stick shift, and it has underneath the hood the big 8.0 liter V10 Dodge Ram engine. This truck, of course, I picked up for my son. Now, again, the issues we have are the headlights. Big upgrade we got to do. So with that, since it's not even my truck, I'm gonna step behind the camera and let Matt step in front of the camera and explain what we went ahead and done.
Alright, so we went and got myself a pair of LED projector lights. Now, these ones have the daytime running strip on the bottom. You have your low beam, then your high beam, and your blinking fixture over on the side. These are basically just modern take of lights that are going onto an older truck.
It's like it's raining.
Shit about the soap. So I'm gonna use this board to put my tools on and the screws and bolts that I need so I don't lose them during the process of the job. So these should be all the tools I need: a pair of wire cutters, a pair of needle nose pliers, a Phillips head screwdriver, a ratchet with an extension, and a 10mm socket. You're gonna go ahead and take the pair of wire cutters and or needle nose pliers to start peeling up these clips that hold on this plastic rubber gasket.
It'd be more helpful if I had the right interior tools for it, but they should work just fine with the pair of wire cutters. Go ahead and start. Just get underneath it a little bit, pry it out. Careful not to scratch the paint if you have a nice newer truck with good paint, which we do not have. This stuff will also have to come off when the truck is repainted eventually. Matthew still doesn't know what color he wants to paint the truck. Leave a comment below if you think. Leave a comment below if you have a suggestion as to what color he should paint this rig.
And now it comes off.
What, those just snap in?
Yeah, they go around these little pieces. These holes fit around them, and it just holds it tight to the...
So the new ones come with new rubber gaskets?
Yes, they do. They do come with new rubber gaskets. To replace the holes that this one normally would have, it gives you a piece of glue that you would then cut, that the new ones do not have these pieces. So you glue it to it, because it has glue already on it. But you do need to cut your own holes into here and up top here to fit those clips. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is take my Phillips head screwdriver and take off my blinker section. So then I can reach the bolt that holds the headlight on this side. There are two more over here that I need to get to once I'm done with that. I have to do is pry it forward. And it pops out.
Show the mechanism.
So there are two clips in here. There's this one and there right there. Now this one slides into this fixture right here, while this hole slides over this dowel. Now I'll take the bulb out of the fixture and now it's detached and ready to go. So now I have to move this bolt right here, one right here up in the top, and there's one more down there. When I watched the video, he said it is a very tight fit to get it out. Come on.
I don't think it's a twist, I think it's just a pull.
Yes.
It don't matter if you touch it, it's not going to be reused.
Sorry guys, it's the next day and we got pretty busy last night working, was getting late. But I'll show you the few things we did. First of all, these lights here have your low beam, high beam, turn signal, but also these daytime running lights, kind of similar like our Mercedes, kind of like your modern Audi. Most of these cars have some kind of like white ring that surrounds the lights. But we had to wire this into the truck that wasn't made for this. So here's what we did. We took the entire dash apart and we wired this circuit into the radio. Now you're probably wondering, why the radio? Well, here's why. I didn't want to mess with anything under the hood of any essential function, meaning like his ignition system or anything like that. Should, God forbid, one of the new wires chafe and short into something, let its own fuse pop it, and if it's going to be another function goes down with it, let it be something non-essential like the radio. Obviously, radio has positive 12 on it all the time, also has positive switched 12 on it when you turn your ignition on. So now these lights will turn on when he turns the ignition on or when he puts on his accessory. Point is, they're wired the way they are now. They will run all the time. We might put a switch under the dash to make it so he can cut them off when he wants, but for the time being, that's how we're going to set it up. The other problem is that the back of the projector lights, these protrude out farther, like this way. These protrude out farther than the factory ones did. And the holes where you would fish your hands through to change your lights weren't big enough, so I had to make the holes bigger. So I cut them out with my cutter wheel and then painted where we cut. That way I don't have to worry about rust taking out the non-painted areas, you know, where we did the cutting. So now we should be ready for install, and I'll let Matt take over that job.
Alright, so one of the biggest problems with these headlights, and also a big problem with the factory headlights, they have a capture clip that holds this screw type fixture in there. Now, it's not like a normal screw, you just loosen it out. This, you push it in, and it binds in with some clips that hold against the threads that are there. Now, in order to pull it out, you have to either yank extremely hard, or take some kind of screwdriver to pry it. Now, the biggest problem is, it's plastic. If that breaks, that's one part that's loose and it's not going to hold as good. So you really have to be careful when taking it out. Now we hook this up to the original plug where the halogen light used to be. And now my headlights are now plugged in. Now with this, you do have to reuse the stock turn signal lights. They are not LED, but they are incandescent bulbs, which you do have to reuse. You can swap them over, but you might have to put a new flasher unit in to work with the LEDs instead of the original lighting.
This is only his second time doing it. First time we found out they don't fit because of the hole being too small. What's going on?
The alignment pin didn't hit the hole where it's supposed to.
Oh, okay.
Come on. Up and over. There it goes. Perfect.
Man, that looks sharper already. Even with the plastic cover on it, that looks pretty sharp.
It's just the hardest one to get to.
Oh, okay.
Because you have to fight the bumper.
Yeah, because we got to hurry up and get this out so we can get Orwell in here. And I need Orwell for work tomorrow, so it's a must that truck get done.
So now what we have to do is we have to take the stick tape off because it doesn't have your little knob clips. So now you have to take this off, stick it on, and then you have to mark out or just take a whole or take something with a sharp edge and a rod and poke through so you have a spot for the holes so you can then fit your clips through. So it holds this gasket on to your headlights.
Get to it. Well, what happened here? We got to go get more clips because somehow you lost one.
I ran out of the 2 clips that I needed, so I just took some duct tape, did the rollover, so it's double-sided tape, and did to there and there.
Well, I'll send you to the store to take care of that. You kept them on so during the installation we don't scratch the lenses.
That adds a totally new look to the truck.
We'll finish the look and shut the hood.
They're supposed to go on the inside.
That looks totally different.
I gotta fix it real quick. Oh yeah, that looks right.
I don't think it closed. Alright, flick them out, see what they look like. Go to high. There you go. Turn them off. Sweet. Alright, open the door, fire it up, and get it out of my shop.
Go ahead.
These are all flubs that'll wind up on the end of the video where the cards go.
Will it?
Oh, of course.
Oh, me dropping the stuff?
Yeah, of course. That's what I do. I try to put the funny crap in the end.
Yeah, like me trying to catch a...
Once you figure out it's there, it keeps you waiting until the